today we find trade finance is now being surrounded by a lot of pressures that are driving into digital transformation. One of them is just the general experience of people that started in Facebook and other kinds of media that had social media that has moved into e-commerce and Amazon, moved into retail banking. The expectation of how that interaction takes place between the person and that technology, those expectations have really changed. That has now come to the doorstep of trade finance as well. So that's a real pressure to make it simpler, easier, and more intuitive for the customers to use that. The second, though, just as important, is that the customers in trade finance are corporate customers, and those are buyers and sellers who are exchanging either globally or domestically, and they are developing and going through their own digital transformation journey, creating networks where they operate with each other electronically, and they want the banks to be able to plug into that. So we put that as, the banks plug into that, and then they need to ramp up to be able to handle that business. So what we're saying to banks is there's two major areas they need to focus on. This is in the context of trade finance. One is, we call it plugging in, and that's plugging into their customers' digital networks as those are growing, and creates a digital channel in which the bank can become a participant in those end-to-end digital supply chains. And the second is we call ramping up, and that's taking their back office and applying artificial intelligence, applying robotics, applying intelligent data capture, intelligent data workflow, and data analytics to really change the way the whole back office process is happening, and to make it much faster, much more accurate, and reduce the amount of work that goes into it, because it's hard to staff these things these days. So a lot of people are thinking about, where's blockchain fit into all of this? So from our perspective, that's one of the kinds of networks that corporate customers are going to be operating with each other on across blockchains, and the banks need to be able to plug into those as well. We recently did a proof of concept with a blockchain platform, SKUChain, where we've made our platform interoperable with their platform, so that it can go through the entire trade process where the user can see from the front end of their platform everything happening across that trade, but all the bank services are being provided automatically in the background that are required under the smart contract that they've agreed to with each other.